Let's talk about hypoarousal as a response to CPTSD. Hypoarousal is a nervous system state where somebody has decreased physiological and psychological responses to the stimuli around them. So, for example, there could be a loud noise and they might not seem to react to it. They could touch that hot stove and may not seem to react that much to it, things of that nature. This can also lead to or be a part of something called dissociation. Everybody can and does experience dissociation to some degree or another, but people who have experienced trauma and have CPTSD often experience it more often than other people do. And there's different types of dissociation that they may experience. There is derealization, where the world around them feels more like they're watching a movie or feels more like a video game. The world around them does not feel real. And there's depersonalization, where they feel detached from their body and feel like they're an outsider watching their body and watching things happen from outside of it. If dissociation is severe enough and persistent enough, then it could lead to a dissociative disorder. There are certain dissociative disorders such as DID, where the trauma that the person experienced has to have happened. Some people say before the age of 6, some people say before the age of 8, but they had to have gone through persistent childhood trauma at a very early age, before the age of 8 years old, and the symptoms have to have been present ever since then. DID is something I can make a whole entire separate video on, but in this, the trauma gets separated into different alternate states, where different alters in the person's system hold different parts of the trauma. Although hypoarousal can be a negative thing, it can be a positive thing as well. It is a defense mechanism to save us from feelings and things that would feel too overwhelming that would help us not be able to survive in the situation. So, for example, while abuse is going on, if we felt everything, if the sensory stuff around us was like too much for us, we would not be able to survive it. And so everything has to be shut off in order to be able to survive it. It's just for some people, once it's turned off, it can't be turned back on. If you think of the positives, there are some people who are able to react calmly in very stressful situations, and it's because of this hypoarousal where they are able to kind of shut down everything in order to be able to react and do what needs to be done in order to keep going. Some people who experience this with CPTSD can feel bad. It can make them feel like a sociopath sometimes. It can make them feel disconnected from their friends and family. It can make it hard to feel empathy for other people and stuff. But just know that this is your body's way of trying to survive. It's your body's way of shutting things down because it's trying to protect you. And there are things that you can do over time to stop it from happening as often. Although there's a lot more I could say about this, and there's a lot more I could say about dissociation that goes on with CPTSD, I don't want to make this video too long, so if you'd like a separate video on that, I would love to make it. Comment down below if you have anything to add, like this and follow if you would like to, and have a great day.